Hello, it's John Longcroft-Neal here. It's Wednesday the 25th of March 2026 and I'm on my closed road again, so I can freely ride down here the other side of Hyam on the Hill in Leicestershire and talk to you. I can see there's a bit of a wind this morning and the weather's quite changeable, so keep his fingers crossed. In fact, currently, the sun's come out, good grief. So all seems well. What I'd like to talk to you about today, as I go on a bike ride, as I usually do, and that is, I'm going to tell you about the birds I can see. Now, I've come across one or two already. I've heard the green woodpecker over there. I've seen a buzzard, some crows flying over here as well. Yeah, so there's all sorts going on. And I want to tell you about some bird nests, boxes that I've got in the garden as well.
This one's an open front like others, built for robins. This is by the back door. This one's built for starlings and it's got quite a large entrance. There's another one for robins and hidden behind some bushes, as you can see. The same thing here, but older and again hidden behind some vegetation. This blue tip box has been used every year and there's birds in there now. And if they don't like that one, they can use this one. This one looks like it's on its last legs, but I'll leave it where it is. It's still functional. And this one is quite specialist. It's for swifts and it's high up on a north-facing wall.
And yeah, there's quite a lot to see if you focus just on birds. So let me just get steady. I'm going to take this corner, see where the vehicles are. Oh, there's a facilities block there. Oh, I'll tell you what, this I called it an Eno on the last video, sorry about that. It's a Neo 2, it's called Neo 2, and it's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I think the roadworks are ahead of me, so I'm going to cut off here and see what's going on. Well, a lady came by saying I couldn't get by because it's completely blocked off. She said, no way you're going to get through. Of course I can, on the grass lot. Look at this. Hiya. Further back on the road there, a lady came by, quite determined, telling me, oh, it's all completely blocked off, can't get by. I said, oh, well, I'll see what I can do. I've walked by before. I shouldn't have said anything. I just said, yeah, thanks a lot, and left her to it. But she went off in a little bit of a, well, I've told you so attitude, and then shot off. And as it happens, just walk around there. The works there certainly cutting the road up. They're doing it on the last part of the junction here. Well, I say junction. It's the Hinkley Lane, apparently, from Hyam on the Hill down to the Canal Basin. It's not a basin. It's not a complete end. It's a stopping off place and a storage place for some of the boats on the canal. But they seem to be getting on with it. What was I talking about? Birds. Yes, already I've seen some. Because it's just nice to be out in nature. I mean, look at that lovely willow tree there. Absolutely super. And birds really are a major part of my enjoyment of the outdoors. I am a fully paid up member of the RSPB, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds. I have bird feeders in my garden, nest boxes, and I was in the Young Ornithologist Club when I was a teenager and had a little badge. Does anybody know what it was in the shape of? Did I hear somebody say a kestrel? Because that is correct. Now this, oh dear, I shouldn't smile, but this is a dodgy corner to come down and go round. But the essential thing you've got to do with a corner is to go round it, and somebody didn't. Usually when that happens, the police put some tape around it so that they're aware. I presume they are aware, because there's nobody there. Ooh, I'm doing the decent thing to warm myself up. Oh, blimey. Changing gear and going on, still on power level 1. But I'm going to put a bit of energy in going up this hill into Wykin. Warm myself up a bit. Hope my heavy breathing's not too distracting. Must keep a check on all the things that are in place and working properly. I don't want to think about it, but this is where I discovered I had a puncture last time round. Right, I'm going to make my way on to Wykin and tell you a bit more about the birds I might or might not see. You will not, by the way, be getting any close-ups of birds, because that takes some very specialist photography. I have got some footage actually. But meanwhile, here's a bit of a reminder that it is spring. Go no further than this, because just wanted to say I've just been in St Margaret's Church here in Stoke Gordon, and the very good ladies collected on a Wednesday morning tea and coffee and biscuits and cake. So they have just revived me, a weary traveller, and much appreciated. Oh, look, there's a blue sky now, so I better press on. That's a bit better. Ah. Changeable. Changeable weather. Make sure I've got everything in place. Yeah, good. Hail. As well as not just rain. Well, it's not much rain, hail. I suppose the advantage of hail is that it bounces off you somewhat. Oh dear, but very chilly too. No, I was going to come out today and refer to the birds I can see. And I know in this area there's a little spot where there are some buzzards. And when I was a kid, you had to go to Wales to see a buzzard, or Shropshire or something like that, and that was if you were lucky, and it was a treat. But now you can see buzzards all over the place, and since they are at the top of the food chain, it must suggest that the other things are in place, the rabbits and the birds which they feed on. And of course, as I witnessed the other day, we've now got red kites. I mean, I didn't even see a red kite as a kid. There weren't any. There literally weren't any. I think there were about 2 pairs back in the 1930s, and then there weren't any. So they introduced some from Spain, and they've thrived ever since. And they're moving into the Midlands and all over the country, really. They seem to be very localised, because you can drive down the M40 near Oxfordshire and always see them now. And there are other places. We went to Wales to watch them feeding them. Oh God, what a spectacle that was! Just hundreds of them in the sky, and they're big birds too. They're about 5 feet across, and this forked tail, and beautiful to look at. I'll see if I can find 1 or 2 really nice pictures of them, because there was some on Facebook recently. Well, I've got to stop because the rain and the hail was a bit intense. I mean, a bit pointless sitting under a tree because there's no leaves on them. But one thing you can spot is the direction of the wind. So there's a big black cloud over there going that way, and there's blue sky over there, which is great. So I think the sun's going to come out in a minute. It's going to be warm. One thing the birds do for you, by the way, is to indicate which way the wind's blowing. Because as they take off and fly around, they generally fly into the wind. And when they are doing so, you know which way the wind is coming. And when it's windy as well, they sit in the fields ready to take off. So they're always facing into the wind as well. And so they can just open the wings and up they go. They're not daft, you know, these birds. They know what they're doing. Right. So if you're enjoying the trip out, good, because I am, despite the fact it's pretty chilly. But things are going okay. I've had a bit of a malfunction here. My phone has dropped down to 10% battery. I'm not sure why. And so I'm going to have to do the audio straight onto the camera, which will not be the best. But we'll see how we go. Let's just get past this lady. Hello, morning. Good dogs. Just looks lovely, doesn't it? Look at that tree in the shadows. Oh yes. Look at these chaps. Market Bosworth. Let's make my way in there, see what's going on. Quick sit down, and then I'll just have to make my way back home and see what could be charged back up, and see why there might have been a drop in battery power. Not sure about this. Good.
Well, if you haven't been watching, these are hand signals to operate the drone. Absolutely fantastic. So I can put it in a place and then say goodbye.
Right, this is going to be a bit of a test, because it's pretty blowy, has to be said, but seems to be managing. It sounds awful, you can't hear the drones, but he's tipping over a long way. Oh no, this is not good enough. Let me, come here, come here.
Well, as you can see, it was just too windy to do this final clip, so I'll have to say goodbye now. So thank you very much for watching, and you'll see me next time. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.